Me again. Did you know that buying a shirt or a hat from IronKingMerch.com gets you entered to win a brand new 302.7 mini excavator? Check this thing out. Brand new cat thumb installed. Brand new cat LED lights installed. A radio, air conditioning, all the bells and whistles. 302.7 brand new mini excavator. IronKingMerch.com. Just buying a hat or a shirt could win you this. You better head over there right now. IronKingMerch.com. You could win this thing. Welcome back, guys, to the Iron King YouTube channel. Today we've got a very busy day in the shop here. We're working on a bunch of components for customers, and we had to do some stuff that I don't really like doing, but we had to do it in order to get the customer's job completed. Let me show you what I'm talking about. What we have here are 730 axles. We're doing a complete... Phil! You doing ruining my audio. Sorry. Always ruining my audio. Anyway, we have these 735 axles here. Now, we are building these for a customer that's actually going to be out in Nevada. This is for a lube truck. So these are big, giant articulated trucks that drive around the mine site, and they have diesel fuel, they have grease, all different kinds of lubricants to keep the trucks and dozers going on the mine site. And this support truck reached about 15,000 hours, and it was time for a refresh. So we actually had most of these components in stock for exchange. However, we didn't have everything. So if you look here, you can kind of tell the part that we did. So we completely disassembled these axles. There's 3 axles that we did, and we took them down to bare metal, disassembled all the parts, and then put them back together. Now, what we didn't have was this right here. These are the final drives, or the outer wheel ends for a 730, and we had to source these from a different vendor. Now, a lot of vendors are good, and we trust their parts, and this vendor has been really good to us as well. But we always do our due diligence, and we're actually going to be taking apart a couple of these final drives and just making sure that the quality of the work that was completed was good. So we've checked a couple of them, haven't found any issues, but there is a couple things that I want to point out that are different than what we do here. So we're going to start with these 730 finals that are over here on this pallet, because we've already installed 3 out of the 6 that we have. And these came in from that vendor from back east, and we're going to take one apart to show you guys kind of what we're looking for and make sure that the quality of work that was completed on these final drives was good enough for us to put on our axles and then warranty that axle for a period of 1 year, unlimited hours. So let's go ahead and get this thing picked up on the crane and see what we got. So we've got this final drive flipped up here where we can take this cover off and kind of look at the guts that are inside of it. Now, what I'm looking for is aftermarket parts. How clean is it? Were the parts installed correctly? Things like that. Because we didn't do it, so we don't know what's on the inside. It's always good to check. Man, there's like 40 coats of paint on this thing. So much paint, it's like sticking to the socket. Is that where the term Krylon overhaul comes from? Make it look brand new again. Hey, Bomba, how's everything been going on these final drives? Okay. Have they looked pretty good on the inside so far? Yeah. All it takes is one. All it takes is one to be not good. Simply pop the cover off. We'll see what we got. Should lift off. There's an O-ring here. So our O-ring came off. So inside of here they've got, let's see, so it came with our sun gear. So I'm looking for wear here as well. So the bottom of this sun gear rides on this piece, and you always want to look and make sure that this isn't super worn in here. This looks pretty good. I can see that they've marked every single bolt hole and bolt, so they know that they've torqued it. I'm also going to check these thrust washers in here, make sure those feel good. Look at the gear teeth as well. Yeah, everything looks really good inside of here. I'm not sure what kind of grease they're using, some sort of assembly lube. We always install our components dry. We don't really use any assembly lube on these when we put these together. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It just gets kind of dirty. It is definitely a dust attractant. Everything looks good in this one, so we can set this one back in here. I'm also checking the gears and making sure that we don't have any weird wear on them, because these are rebuilt components, so they probably reused a lot of this stuff in here, which is fine if it's good. And these look really nice. Almost no wear at all. They are cat gears, so you also want to check and make sure they're not aftermarket. This looks really good. Place this one back in. Keep them lined up. I'm also going to check our O-rings, see if they used cat or aftermarket O-rings here. Again, not a huge deal if they used aftermarket, and here it is right here. So there's our cat logo, so it's a cat genuine O-ring we have in there. Place this one back. These kind of set in here, they can be kind of wonky if they're, see how this is not wanting to set in here right? They can be kind of weird to put back in. There it goes. That's all good. Now we got to line these covers up in the correct way again. So these covers only go one way. You have this little dowel right here. We just set it directly back on and watch your fingers. We can bolt it back up. So we're going to check the remaining 2 final drives that we have. And I know Bomba's getting ready to paint one of his axles. We'll go check that thing out when it's all completed. And I'm not going to torque these because we have to take these off anyway to reinstall the axle shaft. So I'm just going to zip it down snug, and then we'll torque it once we get this final drive mounted onto the axle assembly. Good enough. Why does Bomba always have to use my tools for a steering stick?
It's Phil's.
Is this Phil's? Phil, is this yours?
Yeah, probably.
Hey Bomba, why do you, this is the most expensive steering stick I think you could have picked.
I use the brake clean. Make it clean.
Use the brake clean. Don't worry, he's gonna use brake clean and clean this off. Not my first choice in a steering stick. You know, I probably could have picked, like right here, the straw. We could have picked the straw out of here. Oh, this is a good steering stick. Can I use this as a steering stick? I'll just brake clean it off for you. Is it Bomba's?
Yeah, that's Bomba's.
Oh, it's okay. He's already got the paint on it. Yeah, it'd be a steering stick. This would be a good steering. Anything but the $40 pick.
Here's yours. Yours was also used as a steering stick.
Oh yeah, see, he didn't use the brake clean all the way on this one.
Yeah.
Bomba, $40 pick, stir stick. So while Bomba's getting the one completed axle all painted up, we'll check that out in a little bit. I want to show you guys what Phil's working on. Now, if you remember a long time ago, me, Casey Liddell, and I think it was Bomba. Were you there too on the 950, the one that burned up?
I think I filmed it.
I'll put a link in the description so you guys can see it, but we had a 950G that we purchased, and this is the engine out of that 950G. Now, it had some burn damage, but it ran great. So we've actually sold this engine, and I want to show you, Phil can give us a better idea of what's been going on with it. But we've sort of removed all the burn damage, and we're going to test it again. But this thing is pretty much wrapped up and ready to be put on a pallet and sold to the customer. So, Phil, I want you to kind of tell us what's been going on with this thing and what we've done to it to make it mo better.
All right, so basically we took this burn engine, we tested it, made sure it all ran correctly, and then now we've disassembled what components
don't go with the actual engine arrangement. We've cleaned up some of the wiring that got messed up.
So for the people that don't know, what's an engine arrangement and how does that work?
Okay, so there's different part numbers that have different amount of components in it. An engine arrangement comes with basically all the stuff underneath that arrangement. If you go to it under the build sheet, it's gonna tell you, you need these components to make it this arrangement. And so you use only those components are supplied when you buy, say, that part from CAT. Well, we do the same thing here. If you're gonna buy just that arrangement number, then you're gonna get the exact same component list as you would get with CAT. This one though, we did notice when we were going through it that there were some broken parts in it. There was...
Yeah, so and you've got some of those parts over here. You can show us kind of what was wrong.
Correct, yep. So on the intake manifold itself, it was busted right here. And so this bolt should have threads right here that it actually, it holds the intake on itself to the valve cover. And then also this grid heater here was cracked in the same location right there. So we've decided to replace these parts. We sourced some good parts from other people who disassemble, and also we had some components on our shelf that we could use. So we actually had this this piece right here, the cover here for the valve train. And so we had this part in stock, and we actually sourced that from ourselves, but we did not have the particular grid heater. So we were able to source that and got another genuine CAT grid heater right down there. And we've sourced all the components that we needed as far as gaskets and stuff to reassemble everything. I've went through any kind of broken bolts. We had multiple bolts that were just in there and they were just broken off. So I've extracted all those and I've put new bolts in, got everything back up to snuff, completely cleaned the inside in there, got everything really cleaned and dialed in, set this back on there, and then we went to set the exhaust on, which this component didn't come with our engine, so we had to source another one from ourselves.
You can't even tell this thing's burned anymore.
Yeah, no, basically all the burn has been removed from it.
And it wasn't even that bad. It was pretty much a plastic component or a wiring harness that was burned.
Yep.
And this was already damaged before we even got it. Like this, like
prior
the
to
burn
us,
did not cause that damage. It was already there.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, it's just stuff that we saw as we were taking it apart. That's like, okay, well, we're not going to put that on something we're going to sell. We're going to go ahead and fix it. That way, it's good for the customer for a long time.
And I think that's something that a lot of companies don't do, especially when you're selling a used engine. You know, going above and beyond and replacing stuff that you're like, well, it's used, so you're screwed, kind of thing. Well, it's like, well, it's used, but we need the customer to be able to actually use it.
Right.
So,
and we're going to sell a component here that's going to last a long time. You know, like the exhaust was taken off and not left on there because they had broken all 3 bolts off in here that hold that entire exhaust piece right there on. So this morning I actually went through here and drilled out all of those and retapped them and got them back to good to go. That basically allows us now to put back on our full intake piece, which is right over there. I just got to clean the gasket area up on it.
yeah, see the intake over here. Yeah, none of this got hit by, well, you can see it has a little bit of charring on it, but it's not bad at all.
Yeah, but we're gonna get that cleaned up. This piece hasn't been cleaned yet.
Yep, so we'll run that through the parts washer or something, get that all cleaned up.
Yep, we'll get that cleaned up and ground down and smoothed down and made all nice before we put it back on. And then that should pretty much take care of the actual engine arrangement that they purchased. So after we get that all back together, we'll go ahead and hook it back up like we had before, and we'll give it fired up and we'll make sure everything is running correctly, and then we'll package it and ship it to the customer.
And they're gonna be happy.
And they're gonna be very happy because they're gonna get it, they're gonna put it in and turn the key, and away they go to work.
You know, I think the best part about this is the customer saw pictures of it before.
Right.
And I don't think that they know what we're doing here. When they get it, they're gonna be like,
yeah.
Is this a different engine?
It's gonna be all fixed, it'll be completely painted and everything, like I said, will be ready for install and ready to hit the ground running when they receive it.
And look, we might have lost $800 here, you know, $1,200 with labor on this whole thing.
Yep.
But when the customer gets it,
Yeah, they're going to be.
It's going to be like, wow, put it in the machine. Let's go to work. Let's buy from them again.
Yeah, they're going to be completely excited. Yep. And that's just one thing we do here at Iron King to try and help everybody out. Make sure that you're going to get a good quality product. Make sure it's ready to rip as soon as it hits the ground.
It might be used, but you're still going to be able to use it.
It might be used, but it's going to have a lot of life left.
Yep. Well, I think Bomba's almost getting wrapped up with getting that axle painted. Let's go check that thing out. So Bomba got his axle all cleaned up. It's painted. It's pretty much a finished product. There's a couple other things we're gonna have to touch up before we finish, but it looks really good. Super happy with it. All these tubes were new as well. The yokes were replaced. So all those other axles, those other two that we have, are gonna look just like this when it heads out. And it's gonna have a 1-year unlimited hours warranty. We replaced all the hardware that goes on here, something that a lot of people won't do. So we replaced all the mounting hardware. O-rings are replaced. This should last a long time past the warranty. And all 3 of these axles are gonna look like this. So kind of just a normal day here at Iron King of what we actually do on a daily basis. And if you guys are looking for parts, hit us up. We're the largest Caterpillar salvage yard in the United States, and if you're looking for parts like this, we probably have them in stock. So there you guys have it. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you thought it was interesting. See you in the next one.